Jonas, my name was that time Jonas, today is Jerry Beechler, B-E-E-C-H-L-E-R. I was in the 90s already. I'm not a spring chicken.
So if you could give a message to the youth of today, what would it be? To children, what would your message be to children?
First of all, be interested what was 40, 50, 50, 80 years ago. It's very important. It's not going to help only other children, it's going to help you too. For yourself, you don't know what's going on. Because history, sometime, I say sometime, repeats himself. Right? You're going to learn something, and you're going to make good things for other people to know it. And they're going to learn to make a better life, a happier life, a smarter world, and everything is going to be. And always be an optimist, and do things, what you can to help people. Don't you ever do things what you don't like people should do to you. This is the biggest sin what you could commit. I say to my daughter, she's a speech therapist. I say, Lydia, I know you're taking your oath to help everybody and anybody. But one thing I'm going to tell you, have mercy, compassion, kindness, goodness, people unfortunate, poor, have nobody, go out of your way, help them, and God is going to help you. This is a big deed. In Jewish they say a mitzvah.
And tell us about your life before the Holocaust.
We was living in Romania, Eastern Europe, in a small town. They spoke German, Ukrainian, and Jewish. Until before the war started, we moved a bigger city Chernovitz. It's a big city. This is a small town we was living until the day they sent us away in 1941. First in the ghetto in Chernovitz, and from the ghetto they sent us into Ukraine. This was occupied from the Nazis and from the Romanians, if you know what I'm talking about. And they sent us into Ukraine, and there we spent there from 1941 till 44. The Russians came in. 3 days later they took us, the army. And we came to the army there, we were exercising, military training and everything. And then came an order from Stalin not to take us to it, because we was like a skeleton. You recording this? Okay. And they say, no, we're not taking him to the army, we take him back to the camp from where we took him away. And we're going to work for them. All the factories, all the industry, what the Germans destroyed, we should clean up everything, so they should be able to build new factories. And there we spent from 44 till 47. More. I think what was good for me, I spoke the language. Ukrainian and Russian, this is close. And German, it's German. So, and we suffered there and suffered, and after we was freed from the Nazis, the Russians took us away to work. So we got all together for close to 7 years. Hard, miserable, sickness and everything. We had typhus there, no doctors, no medicine, nothing. People were dying and dying. The first year when we came there in 1941, in November, the date I cannot tell you, the day I could tell you, not Thursday. And in May 1942, half of the people died out. Really? Sickness.
Wow.
No.
And was your family religious?
No. Good observers, Jews, but not religious. No. observing the Sabbath, the holidays, everything, kosher, everything is all right.
And tell me what your parents did.
My father was doing business with cattle, and selling and lots of them cattle. He was feeding them for 6 months, making them fat. They sold them for the slaughterhouse. That was the business with the people making this, and he was making a living at that time. So it was a different time, everything different. We lived comfortable, nice and so on.
And did you have siblings? Brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have a sister in Israel, and he was, my brother just passed away in February. And my mother came to Israel. I came in 1951, the 27th of June, to this blessed country. And my mother couldn't come here because I went illegal from Romania to Hungary, from Hungary to Austria, illegal. And I took the chance, if I would be caught in Hungary, there was a treaty between Romania with Hungary, any Jew, any part will escape from Romania to Hungary, and then to Austria, then to the free world, extradited back to Romania. And the Romanian government sent you for 10 years in the salt mines.
If you got caught, right?
If you get caught. So I took the chance. I took the chances so much in the concentration camp. I said, I'm going to take another shot. And thank God.
Wow.
Those 70, 80 families, Jewish people. The rest was Ukrainian and German people living there. There was everything okay, normal life, everything. But then, when it started troubles, everything changed. Then the war started in 1941, the 22nd of June. All lives changed. The Roman executed a lot of Jews, and they started war because they was together with Hitler. And a lot of people, my father was shot too. And my mother and myself and my brother and sister survived. In 1950, they went from Romania. The government of Romania didn't let nobody, Jews, go to America, to the free world. The only one condition, to Israel. There was a dictator in Romania, maybe you know him from history, Ceausescu. A dictator, you heard the name? I don't have to tell you, you know it. And after the 6-day war, Israel, all the countries broke up relations, diplomatic relations with Israel, but not Romania. Nobody knows why. After they executed dictator Ceausescu, they discovered the government of Israel paid $5,000 for each person. The Romanian government to let them out only one condition: Israel, not other countries.
So do you remember experiencing anti-Semitism when you were growing up in your community?
What?
Any anti-Semitism?
From Romania?
In your community?
Yes. Those people, they lived with us and they made a living from us. They was the people who killed the Jews. The first thing when Hitler came in 1941, the war started the 22nd of June 1941, and then came in the Romanian with the Nazis, all of them, the Hungarian allies, and those Ukrainian was doing, they have an order to do anything and everything, 96 hours, rob, kill, do whatever you wanted, and they took advantage, and they showed us who they are and what they are.
So how did life for you guys specifically change when the Nazis came to power?
Like a day and night. Right after the Jewish holiday, now like Yom Kippur, let's say, it's going to be Saturday. 3 days after Yom Kippur, in 1941, they sent us in the ghetto in Chernowitz. And on Saturday morning, they said, As of now, anybody who's going to be caught outside the ghetto in that street in Chermits, a big city, after 6 o'clock, they're going to be executed on the spot. So Saturday morning they gave the order, until 6 o'clock you have whatever you could take out from the house, take out. After 6 o'clock, if you're going to be outside the ghetto, they're going to be shot on the spot. What could you take out in those few hours? This is over, and then we was living in the ghetto till the end of October, the beginning of November 1941. Then they took us to the train, cattle trains, with manure, with everything, children, young and old, pushed them in there. And they took us away, deep at the end of Romania, on the Russian border. From there they sent it over to Russia, to Ukraine. And there was 3.5 years living there. And a lot of people, when they took them over from the Romanian side to the Russian territory, was a river. And a lot of people, the Romanian, they threw them right in the water, drowned. And we was there, and I survived. And it was a hard, hard life. And they took us from the camp, where we was in the concentration camp, further away. I'm going to say it in kilometer figures out in mileage. But over 300 miles from the camp where we was living there. They took us away, boy, for the Romanian and for the Nazis, digging such a mud from the water, and they put them outside, and this dries out, and in winter time you could heat the house with such a mud. He was working there hard. They didn't give enough to eat. And lots of time in June, it's daylight till 7, 8 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was completely blind. When you have nothing to eat, you lose your eyesight.
And how old were you around this time?
Figure out 1917. I was born in 1941. They took us there. 2 years later there, 24, 25 years old.
And did they have you work, or were you studying?
Work.
And what were you doing for work?
I say to you, digging the mud. It was not that work. When we came back to the camp from where they took us, the Germans used to come over. He was under Romanian occupation. But the Germans, whenever they need work, they came and they say to the Romanian, I want so much, 50, 100, 200 people. They took us away to work. But the trains, unloaded things, they took away everything from Russia, immediately working. But when we went away in the morning to work, we didn't know we were coming back. A lot of people, they shot them. After they finished the work, they shot them.
Wow, and how did you cope with that?
Hard. And I never give up. I live with hope. And that's it. We know that he is going to lose the war, but we didn't know when. But we know he's a loser.
How did you know?
Did you ever hear about a partisan? The Russian partisan? They was fighting against Hitler. Underground. And I was very good with those people. Very good. And they fit me in everything helped me a lot. And they was the partisan. They said, don't go too far away. They even told me in 1942, the end of 42, watch out. In March 1944, the Russians going to free us. I don't know the beginning, the middle, or the end. Of March, you go. And I want you to live and to see the victory. Don't go too far. They fit me, showed me all the communication, what they spoke with Moscow. You know, everything what's going on. I was very, and the language helped me a lot.
How did you become friends with them?
Friend with them. First of all, whatever I had, clothes, whatever was left, shirt. I need a shirt. Give me something to food. I should have bring it home for the family. Their parents, this and this. Help me. After I sold out everything for me, I didn't have nothing else. Other people, they was afraid to go out because they're going to be shot. And I was already used, the language helped me a lot.
The language.
The language. So I came to them and said, I need this and this. You want something to eat? I'll sell it for you, I'll bring something to put. I want something to... You know, when you are in trouble,
You become very resourceful.
they say in Russian, bida nauchi. Bida means trouble. Nauchi, it means will teach you. So the trouble teaches a lot of things that you don't even dream, you don't think, you don't know. I hope you should never know. It teaches a lot.
So how did this whole experience influence your faith? Your faith?
Yes, have faith, trust, believe, hope. I'm an optimist.
Absolutely. Sounds like it.
And people, when they are pessimist, I speak with them 2 minutes. I know exactly with whom I'm talking. And if it's an optimist, I like to talk and explain it, live with hope and everything and so on and so on and so on. But he's a pessimist, and when I talk and he looks, or he managed to answer something, goodbye Charlie, nice meeting you. But with people, they're interested, they want to know.
Right.
I got time and patience, because I want people to learn from history what went. People even learn,
Absolutely.
they live in the darkness. And they don't touch. And I pray every morning and every night. We all pray to one God, not two gods, not three, one God. Whatever you are, observe your religion, be good. And my mother taught me, when you go in the small town from where I come, when you go passing by a church and you travel with a Christian, notice if he makes a cross when he passes by. If he makes the cross, then he's a good man. He doesn't have to worry nothing. He's a religious man. But if he passes the church, he doesn't make the cross, think twice of him, because he's not. And this I never forget. Any religions, we pray all to one God. Nobody could show me to do the three of them. It's only one God. And he listens to us. People they doesn't want to believe, it's their cup of tea. It's not mine. It's their business. And I have the books and I read a lot. I want to know how much I know. I want to know.
You can never know enough.
There isn't enough.
Did you make friendships while you were in the camps?
Not friendships. No, I'm not interested. You need something, I'll help you. Give me food, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. But have friendship. Your mind is one thing. Survive.
Survival.
Be good, be nice, be helpful, be nice. You know, with honey you could catch more fly than with vinegar.
Absolutely.
With kindness, with goodness, you go places. Life is a two-way street.
Did you encounter any Germans or any Nazis?
Easter Sunday, 1942, Easter Sunday. It was a nice day. I sneaked out. This had something to eat, something was left. And the Germans and the Romanian, they were allies. They caught me. And the Romanian soldier took out a bayonet and took out from the ladder. And with the bayonet, with the point, he hit me right in those teeth. Right in the mouth. The Romanian. And I thought he shot me. And I saw the teeth coming out. I said, thank God the teeth out of me. He didn't shot me, I'm alive.
Wow.
And then the starosta from the village in Russia, I know them all, came to me and said, don't worry, after they're going to leave, I'm going to bring you to the camp, but not close to the camp, far away from the camp, because I'm afraid I'm going to be in trouble. So he came, fixed me up, stopped the blood, knocked me out. Thank God he didn't kill me, but the teeth I could fix. When you're dead, you can do that.
Right, exactly.
A lot of things, a lot of things. But thank God, it was a hard time. I learned a lot from them. And people should know and to be interested, not to live in the darkness. What goes on? Anything that goes on in the world affects us here in America.
Oh, you had mentioned that you escaped and you went to multiple countries. Tell me about that experience.
We was in Russia when they took us away to work, to clean up. Don't forget, close to a year, day and night, the German, the factories, the mines, everything was built. They blew it up. They know they are losers. Almost a year. Do you remember what damage did? Now they brought us there to work, to clean up everything, to make room to build new factories, new everything. And there we was working hard. And what I gave you to eat, I'll give you for instance, is 300 ruble a month to live, and you could live only 2 weeks. What are you going to do the next 2 weeks? And you have only so much for a month, and the rest only for 2 weeks. Then in Russia, he used to give us nice cups for dinner, sardines with a big cucumber. This is the dinner. Nothing else. He was hungry. He took the cup on the way home. And to Russian, you want to buy this cup, nice cup. What do you want? Say no money. Ruble, they have ruble. Say food, give me something to eat. So I thought I have what to eat. Next day the Russians didn't give us no more cup, they gave us in the newspaper.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. So what could you do? There's nothing. Then we found out later on, not right away, later on, a warehouse with coal makes fire winter time to heat up. This is government property. This is government property. This is government. Everything is, wherever you go, it's government. You're not the boss. Whatever you steal, you have one-way trip, Siberia. Once they send you there, you never come back from there. You learned in school about Siberia. You know what I don't have to explain. One day, I found a warehouse with coal, and I picked up 6 buckets, and my partner 6 buckets. Sunday morning, we went away in a village to sell it. Where do you go? You don't go in an old shack, a little house. You look for a house, it would be a nice home. Decent home, stays by the oven. There in the Russian, that time was no gas range, and there's like now. The oven where they baked, they took out the coal and cooked on them. I came in hungry like a wolf, and I say, "Good morning, young lady, gorgeous lady, 25, 26 years old. What can I do for you?" She's asking me. I say, "I could do something for you." And I don't know who lives in that house. She said, "What it is?" I say, "Do you buy coal?" "Yeah." "How much a bucket?" I say, 25 ruble. But if you, what you cook or what you bake there, I'm going to have something to eat too. I'll charge you only 20 ruble for a bucket. And I still don't know to whom I'm talking. And you see a pot on the side. They cook for the pigs, potatoes, beets and everything. Big potatoes, like Idaho potatoes.
Right.
And I say, "Lady, could I have a few potatoes?" She said, "This is for the pigs." I said, "Did you ever see a pig on 2 legs?"
Okay.
And she said, "Help yourself." I took out 2 potatoes, split it up, and I ate it, thank God. And I still don't know the hotel. All of a sudden, a tall man opens the door, 6'3" with a beard like this, like a rabbi. They have a tribespeople in Russia. They call them Katsap. You ever heard about this?
No.
Katsap. This is a religious with a beard like this. And I know right away this is the chief of the police from where I stole the coals. He comes in, introduces himself, and I have to say, it's a pleasure to know you.
Did he recognize his coal?
He was in the kitchen, but I didn't see him. And he said, I know everything what you're trying to cause. And I have all the colors. He said, don't worry, I'm not going to try to hurt you. I say, thank you very, very much. It's very nice of you. How long is it going to take until you're going to bring here the coals? I say, about 45 minutes. And I was far away, maybe 40 minutes, 25 minutes.
I
Started to go that way when my partner was waiting. I went the opposite direction so that he should not see from where I'm coming. Came there, my partner started cursing me. Simon was his name. You son of a this, and son of a this, and son of a... I say, don't yell at me, don't scream at me. And so said, oh, let's go, let's go. I said, no, we're not going to leave the stuff here, we're going to take it in another village. And I helped him to put, and who's going to help you? I said, don't worry, I'm helping myself. Younger, I said, down a little bit, I picked him up. And went a different direction. In the morning I was looking for a fancy home, but to sell it. Now I'm looking for anything and everything, I want to take it. And all of a sudden came to a railway station. There was unloading trucks, planes, food, clothes, you name it. There was allies, the Russians with the America, you know it. They supplied to everything. Came in that little house, an old lady, and I said, good evening, it's already dark, it's getting dark early. What can I do for you? I say, you want to buy coal? Yes, how much? I said, I'm charging 25, but I'm going to charge you 20. What did you cook today? I start talking business. So, neck bones and Quaker oats, they don't cook them on water, and milk and honey. She spoke my language. And all of a sudden, it's okay, Chadasha. But bring us something to drink. She said, okay. She brought a glass of water. They drink whiskey in tea glasses. I say, an old lady, you don't know her name, you call her Kyotya, that means end. No, we don't want water, we want vodka. They make from sugar beets. They make alcohol. This smells a little bit, but does the trick.
Okay.
And I say, bring us vodka. She bought me a glass and the partner and for herself. In the Russian, when you drink, you say, na zdоровье, that means to your health, to your health. Why you cry?
Right.
She said, I got 4 sons. One's in the army, the navy, all 4 sons in the war. I don't know if they're alive, they're dead, or they're prisoners of war, like, have nothing to eat, like you. Honest to God, I cried together with her. She gave us the food. We ate good and we drank good. And worked out, $80. Almost a half a month of it. Could go tomorrow morning in the bazaar, they got everything, you name it. Meat, sausages, hot dogs, cake, pastry, plain good food. And I say, you son of a gun, you cursed me before you want to leave it in the pit. Now you got money, you could go tomorrow in the bazaar, buy food, and so on and so on. And then I say, lady, save it for next year. Because we don't know. And he said to me in Jewish, why do you have to tell her? I say, you son of a gun, you keep your mouth shut. When you're going to talk, I'm not going to interrupt you. When I talk, you keep your mouth shut. Don't interrupt me. Why should I lie to her? She has 4 sons in the army. Why should I lie to her? walked out, everything out. It is not a miracle.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't be here sitting today talking to you.
Yeah.
So how did you get out? How did you escape?
Yeah. After the people, they came, they spent there 2.5 years and they went home for vacation. And they forgot the address to come back. And one friend of mine, he was living in Delray,
In Delray?
yeah,
Okay.
Stein. And I was afraid to send a letter home to my mother. She should go to a neighbor and send a telegram that she passed away. So I'm going to be able to go and show them I have a telegram, my mother passed away. Maybe they're going to let me go. Because if I were to send a letter, all the mail was censored from the military censor.
Sure.
You know, in
Okay.
wartime, all mail what goes to a country is the military, the army reads every letter.
Of
It's in
course.
German, in Russian, and in English, in French. They're going to find this what I write. And they got the address. They could arrest me to send me away to Siberia. And this friend went for vacation, and I know he's not coming back. And the other people, I know they're not coming back. I'm going to stay here forever? No. And on Sunday I got a telegram, my mother passed away. We have off Sunday. And so on and so on. And the next morning, Monday, I went to the director, a Jewish man. Herman was his name. I showed him the telegram. He said, I can do nothing. I can only write down on the telegram, go to the big boss from 17,000 people, a member from the Communist Party. He travels to Moscow with his own planes, a big shot. He maybe could help you. I say, okay. We went to that place. That big shot came to that place where you was, so we crossed each other. But Tuesday he's going to be back in his office. Tuesday morning they came to his office and I told him what happened. Oh, my deepest sympathy. I'm sorry to hear this and so on and so on. I could give you vacation, but February the 1st, another 3 weeks. You have to finish that work what we are building. But I didn't want to accept it nicely. And I say, no, I want now, till I get home. They're going to steal away everything from the house and I'm not going to have nothing, Do you have somebody? I say, nobody, no. He said, I can help you. This is the final and that's it. And I say, I'm not leaving here. I want this, so pushed a button, came in 2 policemen, 6'5". They took me out, you go. But he wrote down to this other boss, as of that date, gave him 2 weeks vacation. I didn't want to show him I accept easily, and he's going to, hey, nothing bothers him. They're very smart, super smart. So I have to make a show. So I went out, and that was my luck. Yes, people, Jewish people in the city of Chernovitz, they was taken from Romanian, from Russia to Romanian. And they asked 500 ruble for a person. Would give you 200, 250. He said, no, 500 ruble. And he had a whole booklet with names for people what they want to escape from Romania, from Russia to Romania, to be out from Russia. That night, he made a deal with me. It was my luck. The anchor that is the equivalent like the FBI, the American FBI, came nighttime and I arrested him and find this booklet with all the people who want to escape from Russia to Romania and I arrested him. And if I would have made a deal with him that night,
You would have been
arrested.
You would have been arrested.
it is not a miracle.
Wow.
Came then to Romania. 1941 they sent us to die. Now I'm happy to see you. I want you to know what people cannot accomplish in life. Leave it to the time. Don't bother, do not leave it to the time. Time cures everything. They bring good things, bad things. But I tell you nothing, now this is fine. And they took us away to a place where they dig mud, dry them, and then make cold for winter day. And in first year when they took us away this place to work and no food, and I was blind 2 o'clock in the afternoon. not see, you don't see nothing. Two brothers and a cousin came to me and say, he Jewish, Yoine. In German, Jonas. In Russian, Yonya names. We're going to escape tonight. You want to go with us? Don't forget, this is 600 kilometers. Nighttime we have to walk. Daytime to sleep in the fields. And I said to the people, if I don't see 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm completely blind for hunger.
Right.
And we have to walk nighttime, you could have only trouble with me. I say, thank you very kindly. I appreciate what he taught of me. But go and be successful in Jewish. Sei matzliach. And they went and they made it. And they came home on a Thursday noontime, and there was some Jewish collaborator with the gendarme, the Romanian gendarme. You know what it means, gendarme? It's police.
No.
Gendarmes, they call them gendarme. Gendarme, like Gestapo, the Romanian Gestapo. And they arrested him. A few hours they arrived home. And 12 o'clock at night, and they was all 3 executed. And if I would have my eyesight all right, and I wouldn't be blind for hunger, I would go, I would be dead. It is not a miracle.
Yes, it is.
Lots of
You
miracles.
have to have faith, hope, and time. So I came to Romania. But I was too close to the Russian border. I said, no, we have to go further. And a week later, we went deeper to Romania. And then one day I say, everybody runs away from Romania because the communist is taking over. They are satellites from the Russian, you know what I'm talking. Hungarian, Romanian, Bulgarian, Czechoslovakia, all of them, Bulgaria, all the communists. And people they was asking $1,000, $500 to take you from Romania to Hungary, from Hungary look connection to go to Austria. And I said, no, oh no. One day I say, Mama, give me 2 underwear, prepare me something to eat. I'm gonna go away to that and that city, this is close to the border. And another thing, we can go in this town, this is close to the border. And I know the police, the Secret Service, detectives, what are you doing here? What is your business here? And they look suspicious, they arrest you. I went first thing, came with the train, nighttime we came to the synagogue. Where was a Jew? First in the synagogue that he find people there. And then, what are you doing here? I said, I came to buy chickens, roast, meat, eggs, butter. A cowboy, I don't want to tell him the reason. I don't know, maybe he's working with it.
Right.
Then I found a man, connections. He wasn't a concentration camp, but he wasn't a kosher man. He was a collaborator with the Romanian, with the Nazis, with the beard and religious. And I say to myself, you son of a gun, now you're working with him. What are you doing here? I'm buying this and this and this. He says, Jerry, that time they called me Jonas, European Jonas. I'll try to help you. I know you hate my guts, but I'm going to help you now. I say, yes. What do you want? I say, yes, I want to go connection to go over to Hungary. And from there I want to go from Hungary to Austria. From Austria I want to go to America. And he said, Monday you have to wait till Monday, okay? When he came in a store, in a leather store, I sell leather. The 2 men was there, Hungarian. I looked right to him. If he doesn't make signals to them, that means money, take money. But he introduced me and said, now get out, get out, get out, please. He may have walked out because I'm afraid he's going to give him signals to charge him more. Made a deal. And then I said, I had a man in the city in Romania, but he spoke Hungarian. I said, I'm going to find connection to go cheap. but you're gonna help me because I don't speak Hungarian. The man doubled cost me too. He didn't want to know nothing from me. He left me there like, but I have an address from my brother. I went to an address there and there. And the man followed me. I said to the lady, they keep people to sleep over, stay a week, 2 weeks. Take the money. I say one thing, if the man wants to stay here, take money in advance. Nothing to trust him, nothing, because this man is a thief, a crook. And then I found in the synagogue people, they go from Vienna, from Austria, from Hungarian to Austria, and they need a connection. I say, yes, I got a connection. I know a man from Romania. He carries people from Hungary to Austria. He charges $30. Say, here I got 3 guys charging $40, so my trip should be free. He said, okay, and I introduced him. Okay. And I asked him, how do you do this? I got a Russian captain. He was occupied from the Russian, the Hungarian. And everything is hunky-dunky. It brings you to Vienna. To make a long story, cross the border in Hungary to Austria. All of a sudden stopped. I said to the captain, what happened? Flat tire. I thought it was 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a half hour. They didn't want to go further. And we had telephone, we called up to Vienna, to the joint Hayas, a Jewish organization. And so told them what happened. They sent up to look. They picked us up. We was not far from the border. But the Austria would catch you. They send you over right to Hungary. Hungary would send it to Romania. It was a hard time. I made it. The 27th of June 1951, I came to Ellis Island, General Stewart, the boat. From there they sent me to Philadelphia.
What was it like when you got here?
I was with my cousin. She was my second cousin. She was a cousin to my mother, but I was a second-hand cousin. And I was staying there. I came Wednesday afternoon, and Monday morning I had a job already. In a factory, work, make some money, I want to help my mother. And don't forget, the paper when I applied to go to America was a Jewish organization, but they helped Jewish people to go out from Austria to America.
What was the organization, you remember?
Hausner was her name. And I say, Fräulein, I speak German. Fräulein, Madam, when I come to America, I'm going to send you a gift, but you never dreamed of them. That time was nylon stockings, very expensive. And she said, what is this? I said, no, military secret. When I came to Philadelphia, my cousin, she dressed in peace shoes. My mother's first cousin, I was second cousin. After the first paycheck, I said, Blanche, I want to buy a dozen nylon stockings and I want to send it to Vienna. So he left a girlfriend there. I said, I left more than a girlfriend there.
Right.
American, you are arrested. One night in jail, the CIA, the military intelligence, calls up to Vienna headquarters. Jonas, my name was that time Jonas, today is Jerry. Russian, Yonya. Was Jerry Beechler ever arrested? Yes. For what? Contraband, cigarettes, sugar, coffee. This is expensive after the war. Was he in jail? Yes. How long? 2 days. He's finished. Can never go to America no more.
Oh,
So
really?
everything made kosher. And she made it so fast. Unbelievable. Then they called me in. There was an Austrian girl by the military intelligence, and they was afraid if I would say I came from Romania with a plane, they would say he's a communist. Nobody could go out from that communist with a plane. He would come by train, he goes to Bucharest, Vienna, express train, no good. Show me, where did you? Mihai Falvo, this is from Romania. Nearby Butter, this is Hungary. this place from Hungary to Austria, that Ragnitz, a railroad station to the border. And the military intelligence asked me, and she said, yes, this is true. And I walked out from there, I didn't know, and I was living already in Vienna 2 years, and I know the street, everything. They gave you such a hard time. You like to have tea, you like to have coffee, have them some drinks. No, thank you, no, thank you. I walked out, I don't know where I am. So dizzy I was, till I found my way home. The 17th was my birthday, the 18th of May. I left Vienna, and then we have to go Russian territory till we come to Salzburg. You know Salzburg? Austria. And you come there by the border, coming over from the Russian territory, coming in Russian military police. They go through everybody. Look, suspicious. And believe me, my heart was beating like no tomorrow. So I crossed over and I saw the military police, the MP. I said, God, thank God I'm already an American, not an Austrian. It was a hard time.
You made it.
The name of the game, you made it.
Right.
I could write a book and everything. And I do what I can, good thing for people. When I do a favor to somebody and make him happy, I'm more happy than the person, but I made him happy. I say, God gave me the age. And never do anything harm when you can do some good. Because you're going to get paid, ho, ho, ho. The Almighty God, when He pays top dividends.
So your message is very positive, which is very inspirational. So how do you feel about everything over there today? Like, what's your opinion about Germany?
When Hitler was committing the crime against humanity, against 6 million Jews, a third of the Jewish people killed, she said, before you moved here, you was in a concentration camp. You must hate Germans. He's hit it right. But I had to answer. I said, how old is your father? How old are you? How old is your father? How old are you? I said, your father, when the war was end, was 12 years old, 13 years old. And you was born after the war. What do I have? I have nothing against the new generation. The only thing is, I look at those people suspicious when they're in the 80s, 90s. They could be in the Gestapo, in the SS, in the German Wehrmacht, the armed forces of Germany, and so on and so on and so on. I have nothing against them. They're human beings like anybody. How could you blame anybody when he wasn't born? He wasn't on this world. He's smart, smart. Dankeschön, Dankeschön. He said, bitteschön, bitteschön, bitteschön. Now he comes here, talking everything and so on. I have nothing. You're talking to people what they committed. On innocent people, why should I blame them? It is fair enough. Listen a lot. Don't believe everything you listen. Common sense what tells you. You could say, yes, it's true. And when you read, don't believe everything what you read. But tells you, it's possible. Believe. Afterwards, joke. It's a good message.
Amazing. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jerry.
You're very welcome.
Absolutely.